Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Living the Life show. I'm your host, Columbus Cody, and I thank you so much for joining me today for the verse of the day. Today's verse is one that really helps us understand why we can feel confidence when we come before the Lord. Why is it that you can be at ease when you approach him and come into his presence? It might surprise you, but let's look at it together. Today's verse of the day comes from Hebrews chapter 4, verse 16, and we're going to read the New Living Translation, and this is what it says. So let us come boldly to the throne of our gracious God. There we will receive his mercy, and we will find grace to help us when we need it most. Come before his throne, it says, boldly, with confidence. Why is it that you can feel so confident coming to God? You know, I always visualize it or think about it like when we were little and, you wanted something from your mom, but, you kind of was a little nervous to ask because you felt like she would say no. But when you did what was right, like when you were honorable at home, you did your chores and you kept your room clean and you didn't get in trouble at school, you always felt like you could ask mom and she would probably say yes because you had done well. But when you haven't done well, or you knew you were covering up something, you were nervous to approach mom to ask for those things because you felt like you were undeserving. Now, we never should get to the point where we feel like God owes us something. But when you're living up right and you're living according to his word and you're honoring his commands in your life, you can approach him boldly. But even if you are falling short, you could still approach God with confidence. But let me show you why. We're going to go one verse backwards to really help us understand why you should be so confident, or you can be so confident in this situation. So this is chapter 4 again in verse 15. Check this out. This high priest of ours understands our weaknesses, for he faced all of the same testings we do, yet he did not sin. Jesus understands what we go through. He saw it, he faced it, he dealt with it, and he handled it well. So he gives us the power and the strength to also handle things well. But if we don't, if we fall short and we mess up, we have him as our advocate. He is the one that talks to the Father on our behalf and says, give them another chance. He's the one. He's like our defense attorney when it comes to the Lord. He says, I got them. Don't worry. Yes, they messed up. It's okay, Father. I'm going to keep working with them. The Holy Spirit and I are going to keep guiding and honing and shaping them. And they're going to come out okay. Father, just give them time, give them grace, show them mercy. Don't let your wrath come down on them because I'm still working with them. Just let me keep working with them. So you can boldly come before the throne because your advocate, your spokesman, which is Jesus Christ, He actually knows what you've been through. He knows your weaknesses. He understands your weaknesses. He faced everything we're going to face. But the beautiful thing is he did not sin, which tells us that because of the spirit that was within him, he has placed that same spirit within us. If we choose to, we could also live a life that's above reproach. That is, we will sin less if we lean and depend on him. Now, a lot of people feel like you'll never, ever overcome all sins. You're going to always be a sinner. I mean, that's debatable. My thing is this. We all are capable of sinning. But if you lean and you depend and you search after God every single day, the likelihood of you sinning diminishes dramatically. The question is, or the thing is, most of us will not seek him daily. We will not seek him with every breath of our body, every umph of our being. We're very selective when we search after him. We're very selective when we seek him. And because of that, we find ourselves falling and failing more than we should. So I say this to encourage you, not discourage you. I say this so that you will know you can always come to God and voice your pains, voice your successes. Let him know how grateful you are. Let him know how much you need him. You never have to be afraid of approaching the King's throne because of who sits on his right hand. The Son of God, Jesus Christ, sits at his right hand and he vouches for you and for me. And because of that, we can come before God and say, Father, here I am, a sinner saved by grace. Let your will be done in my life. All right. It's the verse of the day. I pray that it encourages you. I pray that you use this verse to remind yourself that you serve a God that could exclude you, yet he says you can come to me anytime you need me. And he's waiting for you right now. God bless you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and click the bell. Make sure you share today's verse with at least one person. All right. God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Did you know that you could actually support the YouTube channel and podcast? That's right. If you have a desire to be a blessing to the show, there's many different ways you can do it. We have Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, and you can use the website to make a donation. Any donation will help, and every donation will be used to pour into the lives of others. So if you want to click on the description of this video, you can find all of the information you need to make a donation. God bless you, and thank you for your support.